is going to extend into connected products, connected factories, connected customers, and it's going to integrate with supply chain, manufacturing, and CX. Thank you. Kevin?
Yeah, and I would go back to what I said at the beginning, that don't view, you know, your PLM investment, your time, your value as a zero-sum game, taking from one, moving to the other. The entire industry is evolving, growing, expanding, and your value should grow and expand as well.
Mark?
We see things at Aris from a cross-discipline, full lifecycle digital thread viewpoint. So, I mean, if you haven't taken a look at Aris recently, I would say, you know, it's available for you to take advantage of, but we're not trying to force anything on anybody. It's right for people that are trying to transform, not for people who want to stay the same, and I'll just leave it at that.
Kirk?
I got $30 there, that was pretty good. To me, I've been around the industry for a long time, and there's more change and positive change and more excitement going on than I've seen my whole career right now. If you look at CAD, it hasn't changed in 20 years, and now you look at topology, you look at additive manufacturing, you look at, you know, working from a whole different process on the CAD side. We talked about the user experience for CAD. When you look at IoT and the implications to it, when you look at digital twin and putting together a digital twin across product development, manufacturing, and in the field, and tying those together. When you look at analytics, that's the part that I never had in my career. You look at analytics across those spaces, the ability to look at things, to close loop things. And then I think finally, if you look at the IT technology that we talked about here, to really move faster with systems, the biggest challenge I see, most organizations and their IT groups are not trained in the modern technologies, which is going to hold back most companies. And I think bringing most of the IT organizations and the technology people, even some of the SIs up to standards of what's out there now to add more flexibility and speed is really critical.
David?
No, I'll just have a quick observation, which is to say that something that's been really gratifying, I think, as we've had the conversation up here, but also just talking with so many of you, is that mentality actually, though, is shifting, which has been really great to see. A couple of years ago, people were really locked into what they've done in the past. It seems like a lot of the talks here and at the event, which has been a great event, has been really around how to transform, and that it is difficult. Of being aware of the fact that they need to change, and everyone here is talking about it, is just a great thing, and I look forward to being a contributor going forward.
Right?
Yeah, I would say, you know, cloud's coming. You know, a lot of people worried about IP, security, and so forth. The cloud's there. It's not an issue. And what we're seeing, some of the companies we're selling into, it's a competitive differentiator. It's how they're bringing products, you know, to market ridiculously fast. And so the Davids, the small guys, are going to eat the Goliaths. You guys are going to acquire these guys because they're moving fast and they're leveraging the cloud to an advantage at the business model side. And I think for all of you guys that aren't thinking about business value, that's why you're not getting, you know, recurring new budgets, and it's really hard every year to go back and ask for more when you spend a lot on, you know, 5, 10, 20 years of investment.
Mark?
Just when you're planning your initiatives, you know, for your development teams and for your product rollouts and so forth, keep in mind everybody that's downstream from you, all those victims that are going to be working with your information, your data, and so forth. You know, because as you do this, if you're involving stakeholders outside of your engineering organization, you're making your product, your service, that much more valuable by bringing their thoughts, their concerns into play, because you're making it easier for them to do their job. And you're not just shortening engineering time, you're shortening enterprise time. And you know, I guess just to kind of sum it up, you know, practice safe PLM.
So with that, I want to thank everyone for your questions, and thank you again.